Hello and welcome back to the Ephesus Football Channel and today's match watch along for the Manchester United versus Newcastle match. How are we all today? So obviously this is Manchester United's team for today. So in goal it's David De Gea. He remained in goal despite all the calls for Dean Henderson to come in after what was a fantastic but easy performance for Dean Henderson against Real Sociedad, where he did well but didn't have really anything to do. A backline of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Lindelof and Maguire. We're back to Victor Lindelof. When's it going to end? When is this torture and this pain going to end? When's it going to end, mate? Robbie, when's it going to end? He starts again. And like I said, like always, if I go to this screen, it's going to be this. It's going to be Matic here. Boom, boom. And it's going to be Bruno having to collect here, like we always see. Martial will drop there. And then Dan James, Rashford. Rashford will probably try and get into the box. Luke Shaw will have to get up here. Dan James will hug this touchline. It will look a lot like that, I imagine. Martial might find himself there a bit. It's going to look a lot like that sort of thing. It's going to... I don't imagine it'll be good at all. But obviously, then we go to in midfield two is Nemanja Matic and Fred. Both Donny van der Beek, and Scott McTominay are both still injured. So they obviously can't play. Paul Pogba obviously still injured after the game against Everton. Then in the front line, it's Bruno Fernandes at 10, as we come to expect. He's our best player, rightly so. Then, interestingly enough, it's Daniel James out on the right. He scored against Sociedad, and I don't think he had an amazing game, especially in the first half. Second half, he came back and did a lot better. But should he be starting over Greenwood? For me, no, but he is. And then up top, it's obviously Anthony Martial. Like I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think he should be our first choice striker. That's just my opinion. Obviously, you guys can give me yours at home. But it's a weird one. Hello, Nico. Thank you for liking. Hello, United Live. How are we all today? Look, it's a controversial one. But what do you guys think of Dan James starting today? Like I said, he scored against Sociedad. Didn't have an amazing game. Against Newcastle, I think it's the wrong opponent to play Dan James. But at the same time, with Dan James starting, you look to the bench and you think, who can you bring on to change the game? Greenwood can come on and score a goal. With Greenwood starting, you look to the bench, you look at Man United's bench, so you swap Greenwood for James, you look at the bench thinking, who do you bring on to change the game, to score a goal? If Greenwood starts, there's not a single one there. With Dan James starting, you look to the bench and you look at Greenwood thinking, he can come on, score a goal. Because realistically, again, we've got a whole back four. I've left Twanzebe in there again. Haven't I? Fantastic. Let me just quickly add Bailly. Hello. You're going 2-1 United. Diallo's not a goal scorer. Diallo's not that yet. How are we all? How is everybody today? There we go. That'll be fine. But I think in midfield, I'm going good today, bro. Good. I'm glad to hear it. What time is it in? Is it Australia? I think that's what you said you're from. Is it not? Anyway, so this is, let me load up Newcastle's team. Yeah, I'll say Marcel will score. Fred. And Fred! If Fred scores, I'll eat my hat. So, this is Newcastle's team. So, in goal, it's Carl Darlow. A back four of Kraft, Lascelles, Clark, Lewis. Midfield three of Willock, Hayden, and Shelby. At 10, it will be Miguel Almiron. And up top, it's Alan St. Maximin and Joel Linton. I think this probably be more of a 3-3, a 4-3-3, with St. Maximin and Almiron as the two wingers and Joel Linton as the central number 9. 5:34 AM here in Australia, bro. Respect to you, my guy. Respect to you. That's early. But, I mean, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy. You looking forward to the match? I've said this before. Against teams like Newcastle, most fans will be like, oh, easy 3 points, easy, all day, every day. Manchester United fans are here like, fucking hell. They haven't won for a while, have they, Newcastle? Fucking hell, they could beat us today. They'll end their unbeaten, their winless run today. Because that's just who we are. We just lose to these shit teams. It's shocking. Really is shocking. Good to hear it, bro. What's your prediction, Kurt? And United Live, what's your prediction for today? I went 2-0, 3-0. I'll go 2-0. 2-0. I think there's a lot of 2-0. Well, I think a lot of people think we're going to score 2 goals today. But in Newcastle's last 14 Premier League games, they've only won 3 times and drawn twice. Lost 9. Conceded 25. That tells me they're scoring 3 today and they're winning the game. I think Man United 10-0. Well, I will be in a... If that does happen, I will be in for a good stream. It'll be a good stream if that does happen. Although, I won't get your hopes up. We are third. We are. But that is due to Leicester having a game in hand. If I load this back up. They have played an extra game. If we win today, we do go back up. But look, it's all about getting... At least we need to get second place, really. That's... At this point, second place is like winning the league for us. And that's not in a sense of... Obviously, it doesn't mean as much. Like, if we get second, I don't really care. In a way, that I would if we got first. Obviously, winning the league is winning the league. But we need to come second because that's the best we can do at this point. Top first is out of the question. We have to aim for a minimum second. And I think Ollie said that in his press conference. He said how we have to win all our games. We're in a position where, and we want to stay in this position. So he set that limit. He set that target of finishing second, and we have to do that. But again, talking about the team news, we better hope Fred and Matic don't get an injury today. Because let's say you have to take Fred off, who the hell goes into central midfield? Bruno? Bruno's not a central midfielder, really, is he? And then, or Mata. We've got whole back four and a goalkeeper. I don't understand this. Surely, I don't. If we lose, we're out of the title race. I don't know whose birthday it is, but if it's someone's birthday, happy birthday. Thank you. Yeah, we're not in a title race. I said this. What's it called? When did we watch Liverpool? Was it yesterday we watched Liverpool? Liverpool are 9 points off second. If we win today, we're 10 off first. Whether or not if we're in a title race, Liverpool are still in a race for second place. Because I have way more faith in Liverpool refinding their form and then going unbeaten for the rest of the season than I have Manchester United matching Man City for the rest of the season. Simple as that for me. Leicester are in the title race. Leicester aren't. Tough match. I think it's difficult for us to win today. And that's the issue with Manchester United. I'll tell you, that is the issue. What other team that are in the top 4, third place, can go second with a win today, looks at Newcastle and thinks, bloody hell, this is going to be a tough game. We should be thinking, how many goals? Not if we win, it should be how many goals do we win by? And that's the issue. Do you think Man City went into this into their game thinking, oh, it's going to be a tricky game against Newcastle? They're thinking, oh, I wonder if Raheem Sterling will get his hat-trick today, or will he only get one? That's what they're thinking. And we're here thinking, fucking hell, Newcastle could take us today. Thank you, Nico, thank you. But what's everyone's score predictions for today? The only reason why we think we will win is because Chelsea and Liverpool drop points. My prediction's 5-2 Manchester United. That's bold. United, that is bold. If you get that, you'll get your pinned comment. Have you got a drink, mate? I do. I have a little bit of orange juice left. Then I've got a glass of water. 2-1 to Everton. Where has that come from? The only reason why we think we will win is because Chelsea dropped points. I mean, yeah, they did drop points, but I wouldn't worry about Newcastle. Not Newcastle. Chelsea. Chelsea. We should beat Chelsea. What I'm concerned about is, why is Eric Bailly not playing today? Why is he not playing today? We are so much a better side when Eric Bailly plays, yet we continue to go back to Victor Lindelof. West Brom and Newcastle play fairly similar. They play direct to Joelinton, try and win the flicks to Almiron and Joelinton, who are quick. Today, we've decided to play Lindelof up against Joelinton, who will bully him, most likely, or against St. Maximin and Almiron, who will just fucking run. Where is the pace? And realistically, we're going to try and play on the front foot today. So we're going to have... Look, what we'll do, if I get the full team up. So this is the team. So what we're going to do, Dan James will get forward. He will go up here. He'll come inside. Bruno will just mess around here, really. It'll be like that. Fred will then support. These two will sit deep still. Matic will sit. What that means... oh, bloody hell. Let me move the subs down. There we go. What they'll do, they'll get Joelinton on Lindelof. Try and compete with Lindelof. If he wins the ball, Wan-Bissaka and Shaw will be on their asses trying to chase back, while they've got someone like St. Maximin fucking sprinting into this space. To this space right here. You can't see what I'm doing. Can I get a box or something? Into like this sort of space. You'll have St. Maximin and Amir on the other side running into this space here. Boom, they're gone. It's going to be so hard. I mean, what we want to be doing, we want to sit up here, these two up here, Matic, Fred, Rashford can come inside a bit. Wan-Bissaka can be a bit more conservative because James will try and stay out wide a bit more. Shaw get right forward. Matic just kind of float in here, picking the ball up from Lindelof and Maguire and playing it. That's kind of what we want. But we'll put it back into formation. Right. I reckon a 3-2 comeback by United. It's been quite a while since we come back from behind. What does bolder mean? Like, I don't know how to describe it, to be honest. Ollie is speaking. And yeah, I agree, but surely, if Bailly's going to be our first choice centre back, you play Bailly today. You play him with 2 games in a row, and then in Sociedad, well, against Sociedad, you play Lindelof, so you rest Bailly for that game, then you start him against Chelsea. I agree, we do need to use our squad, but players can play 2 games in a row. We see Maguire's playing today. So's Rashford, so's Bruno, so's James, Fred, Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka started every game this season. It's not that we want to rest Bailly today. It's that we don't think Bailly's our first choice centre back. Ollie's a psychopath. Ollie doesn't. Right. I know why Dan James is playing now. Ollie just said he thinks Newcastle will come and have a go at us. That's why Dan James is playing. Ollie thinks fucking Kraft or whatever their left back. No, Jamal Lewis today, innit? He thinks Jamal Lewis is going to be getting up the fucking pitch. He thinks they're going to have a go at us. Bloody hell, Ollie. What do you mean they're going to have a go at us? They're going to sit back, defend all day. Dan James is going to be running to fucking blind alleys. Ollie said to Dean Henderson that David De Gea could be sold in the summer. He won't be sold. Dean Henderson should have been loaned out this season. I don't understand. Look, I love Dean Henderson. I think he's a good goalkeeper. But I think there's this agenda against David De Gea and in favour for Dean Henderson because it's the Euros and because he's English. Realistically, David De Gea has done nothing to deserve a first team place. Dean Henderson's done well in the Cups. But that's never... No Man United fan's ever gone over the last few years. Bloody hell. Sergio Romero's done well in the FA Cup. Stick him in today. It's just because he's English. Who's the new kid over Greenwood? That's Shola Short here. He was on the bench again in the Europa League. I don't imagine he will play today. Why Dan James playing? Because he had a good game. Van der Beek plays well and then gets benched. Bayern on the bench again. Fuck. I agree. Dan James shouldn't be playing. Well, like I said at the start, actually, I think that Dan James is a weird one. I think this is a bad game for Dan James, but at the same time, I think it's important that you think about both your starting 11 and your sub bench, because I think you do need quality on your subs bench. Obviously, you need to be starting your best players, but at the same time, let's say them best players aren't playing well enough. Who do you bring? You need someone good on the sub bench. You look at our sub bench today. The only player that you look at that sub bench and think can come on and get a goal is Greenwood. Let's say you start Greenwood, and let's say we're struggling to score goals. He's not playing very well. Who do you bring on? You can't bring anyone on. Our midfield is looking so weak now. Yeah, we've got 3 big injuries to key players. Why is Diallo not starting? Diallo's not trusted for one. Yeah, he's not trusted at the moment. And look, he's young. I wouldn't have thrown him into today's game. I think against Real Sociedad in the Europa League, he has to start. Yeah, Diallo. But for now, I don't think it's too bad. Dan James is fucking dog. He's got pace, but he's not good. I agree. Well, I think Dan James does offer. He offers work rate. He'll keep the shape. That's pretty much where I run out of. I think you could argue he's more creative than Marcus Rashford. I think Dan James is the type of player this Manchester United team calls out for. We want a winger that instead of always wanting to cut in, go for goal, will look to try and put the ball into the box. And I think Dan James is that. I think Dan James will try and beat a man, stick the ball into the box. And I think that's what we want in Sancho, because he does that. With Greenwood out on the right, with Rashford out on the left, and Martial up top, we don't have a player that will look to put the ball into the box. Dan James is not got the quality to do that, though, against a team that will sit deep. And that will be the issue. If Newcastle... If Ollie's somehow a genius and Newcastle do commit, Dan James has space to run into, it could be fantastic. But the chances of that happening are very low. What about Brandon Williams? Again, similarly to Diallo, not really trusted. Plus, Wan-Bissaka starts every week. If Bailly's not playing because he was resting, why is Wan-Bissaka playing again? Why is Maguire playing again? But I imagine Williams must start in the Europa League second leg. Dan James to score today, and I will continue to use him. I admit, look, if Dan James plays well, I will say Dan James plays well, and I'll say, look, he should play on. Keep playing. I don't care if that Dan James is playing. It's more that he needs to earn his role and earn his spot, and I don't think he has as much as Dan James. Dan James puts his head down and runs to nowhere. I completely agree. And that's what I mean. Against Real Sociedad, first half, they didn't just go gung-ho. And that's why he struggled in the first half. Second half, they went a little bit more for it because they knew, look, Man United are a great team. We're not going to beat him at Old Trafford. We need to get something today. And obviously, that allowed Dan James so much space to run into. What about Tellez? Luke Shaw's been fantastic. He's arguably been the best left back in the league this season. You have to play Shaw, regardless of how well Tellez plays. Luckily, now with the Europa League and FA Cup are coming along so quickly now, he's going to get a lot of time. He's going to be playing almost weekly at this point, so he will get his chances to perform, and hopefully he can do well in those games because he is pacey, good at crossing, and isn't Greenwood who does not pass and shoot and misses. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, Dan James is a type of winger Manchester United wanted and needed to buy in the summer. That's why we wanted Jadon Sancho. That's why we were looking at Ousmane Dembele at a time. Same with Ismail Sarr. But all of them players has something over Dan James, and that's quality. They can play against a crap team, really, that will sit deep, like Newcastle will today, and beat a man and get the cross in. While Dan James is kind of just... Meow. If there's a player here and Dan James is running, if that player makes any sort of attempt to try and tackle him, he usually wins it. Yeah, Jack Grealish. Perfect would be perfect. Player that main priority is creating. And that is what Manchester United miss. And I think Dan James could bring to the team. I think Bruno needs to play like he did against Sociedad. So often we see with Bruno, and I said this in the preview, and it's not me slating Bruno Fernandes, because of course he's a fantastic player. But what Bruno can quite often do, there's two Bruno Fernandeses. There's one that plays a lot more like Kevin De Bruyne, that will get the ball and will be really creative and play a lot of the simple balls. Or there's Bruno Fernandes, where we see him on the halfway line trying to ping the ball 50 yards every single time, trying to play the world-class, the match-winning ball. What we saw against Sociedad was a combination of the both. We didn't see Bruno Fernandes always trying that long ball, that world-class ball, but we saw him doing the nice 5-10 yard passes, getting the ball back, spreading the play, and then when that world-class ball was on, sometimes he did try it. And when he did try it, a lot of the time it did come off. And that was what we want to see. A lot of the time, like I say, we see far too much from Bruno Fernandes sometimes. Him feeling, bloody hell, if I don't create something, we won't win this game. And when we trust our other players, when Bruno Fernandes doesn't feel like he has to do the world class ball every time, he can trust Rashford to create something himself. That's when we see the best out of Bruno Fernandes and Manchester United. And that's obviously why we scored 4 against a very good Sociedad team. And we made them look average at times. They've scored the 4th most goals and conceded the 4th least goals in the Spanish league, La Liga. They're a good side, and we made them look average. We need Sancho. We need, maybe not specifically Sancho, and I think we've got bigger priorities than Sancho. But a player like Sancho for sure. But we don't know what Diallo will be. Diallo could be that player. He's doing so well for the under-21s. Or is it under-23s? One of the two. Who knows? He could be the player for us. Give Dan James some respect, though. At least he plays for the badge and not like some other who play for fame. How much was Dan James? Dan James for 15 million. And yeah, Dan James clearly cares for the club. And look, yeah, like you said, get behind him. We might not win today, and Dan James might have a bad game. But at the same time, he could be fucking fantastic today. He could have the same game he did against Sociedad and the second half against Sociedad. Should have had 2 goals, Dan James, in the Sociedad game. He was fantastic. I think Rashford also robbed him of an assist. I think Martial would probably favour playing with Dan James today, because I think Dan James will get more service with. I think Marcel will get more service with Dan James playing than he would with Greenwood or Rashford. As Nico said, this game is on BT Sports. So, obviously, that's where you watch it. Of course, as you can see, just there will be a timer for. So, if you guys want to sync your game up to mine, so obviously when I see the goal, you'll also see the goal. Please feel free, just by pausing the game or whatever. But the players are walking out here. Dan score in the 30th minute. There is not a goal. Kickoff has not happened yet. Of course, like Nico said, if you guys don't want to sync your game up with me, I personally would if I was you. But that gives you the best experience of the stream. Because obviously I will be slightly delayed to actual live. So if you just watch your game just straight up live, you'll see the goal about 35 seconds later. I'm going to be like, come on, let's go. So if you do want to watch it at the same time as me, just make sure you sync the timer up to your game when the game starts. What strike from Dan James? That's what I'm hoping to say. That is what I'm hoping to say. And of course, if you're deciding not to sync it up, don't tell us if there's a goal or whatever. Let the stream find out for themselves by me screaming goal. If you do ruin it, I will have to time you out. So, obviously, Man United's team today. David De Gea in goal. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw in the back 4. Matic and Fred in the double pivot. Dan James out on the right. Anthony Martial up top. Bruno Fernandes at 10. Marcus Rashford on the left wing. On the bench is Dean Henderson, Bailly, Tuanzebe, Tellez, Williams, Mata, Diallo, Shoulder Short here, and Mason Greenwood. A whole back 4. Again, I'm not happy with it. Newcastle, it's Carl Darlow, Emil Kraft, Jamal Lascelles, Kieran Clark, Jamal Lewis, Joe Willock, Isaac Hayden, and John Joe Shelby. Then a front 3, it will be Almiron, Alan St. Maximin, and Joel Linton. What strike from Dan James there? See you when we score or ban. Happy birthday, mate. What are you going on about? Whose birthday is it? Big game. So what? What did everyone's predict? What was that? Everyone's predictions: 2-1, 10-0, 5-2, 2-1. Your stream's gone off. No, it hasn't. I don't believe. I do not believe you. No, yeah, stream's still running fine. Don't be shy. I'll tell you what, mate. You are a lad, ain't you, NG? You are a mad lad. You are a mad lad. You go 4-0. Bloody hell. I would certainly take a 4-0 Man United win. I'll tell you that for free. I would certainly take that. But look, thank you all for tuning in today. It is greatly appreciated. If you are enjoying, please do hit the like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Here they take the knee. Come on! And away we go. I know you said 2-1, Nico. Don't you worry. Fred, Lindelof. Yeah, alright, so time is good. So if you guys want to watch the game at the same time as me, just sync your game up to that time. So just pause it on your telly or however else you're watching it. And just wait for your clock to read same time as mine and we will be Gucci. So Harry Maguire bringing the ball out. Tackle, 2 tackles on Harry Maguire straight away. And he goes through him like a beast. What a guy. Maguire goes into Marcus Rashford. Kraft as well. Bruno picks it up and gives it to Maguire. He goes back across. United Live stopped copying. What's going on? United Live haven't said anything. Bruno, nice flick into Shaw. Goes into Anthony Martial. Drops it to Bruno. Nice ball out. Martial, play the ball to Martial. Martial wins it. Does well, Martial there. Flicks it to Greenwood, to Shaw. Back to Rashford. I think Martial's started brightly. Made some good runs. Really nice play from Rashford. Poor from Rashford. Did really well. Just couldn't keep the ball or regain possession of the ball there. I said 2-1 Manchester United, and he said he can agree. But that here for the United said 2-1. United Live hasn't commented for a while. Dialogue goes long. Maguire wins the header. Willock goes down the line to Miguel Almiron. Here's Joel Linton in the box, cuts. Oh, Joel Linton falls over. Lindelof look to play it out. Goes to Shaw. Rashford. This is a high press from Newcastle. Apparently this is what we expected them to do. It'll be a good game. I think it will. I think what I will say is I think Manchester United passing out from the back is fairly underrated in the sense that I wouldn't say we're amazing at it, but we're very composed when we're doing it. Like Lindelof there and Shaw, they didn't look concerned, did they? They just was calm on the ball. Just we'll try and play it out. When will we do that FIFA 21 match? I actually don't know. We will do it. I'm sure we will do it sometime. I just need to start playing FIFA again. Just you follow me on Twitter. I'm pretty sure my DMs are open. Just at a random time when you're playing FIFA, DM me, asking me to do it, and if I'm free, I'll do it. Willock. Shelby puts the ball into the box. There's a crap ball in. David Hay punches it away. David Hay falls to the ground. Joel Linton volley. David Hay pushes over the bar. Good save by De Gea. I thought that would have been a foul on David De Gea. Pushes it away. He is fouled. It wouldn't have counted. Jamal Lascelles fouls David De Gea. It's a good save. It's well pushed over by David De Gea. So, Newcastle the better team so far. What do we expect? Daniel nearly at 100 subs. Well, yeah, we are pretty close, I think. So, and that is big thanks to you all. Thank you very much for subscribing and enjoying the content. I appreciate it to the moon and back. Thank you all. On to the 200, we'll say. Six subs away. 95 subs. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up everyone. Big up to yourselves. Give yourselves a pat on the back. It's all thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. Right, long ball out. Clark heads it into Jamal Lewis. I tell you what, Newcastle are looking the better team. What a surprise. Whoever Everton got next, I have no idea. And I think, don't know. We'll check later on, mate. We'll check later on at half time. But we're not looking. I mean, I said about us passing out from the back. We actually did look a bit shaky there. But here is Lindelof. Goes to Wan-Bissaka. When will you having fan cams with us? I mean, I don't know. Southampton. I mean, that would be a fairly good game, to be fair, Everton versus Southampton. I mean, in the future, I wouldn't be opposed to having fan cams. At the moment, I don't think we're at that stage yet. And then there's stuff like ages and whatever. It's a pain to get it all sorted out anyway. Matic. Martial. I got ice cold Lucozade. Ooh. Is that a flavour or is that just, do you mean you got a really cold Lucozade? How many goals do you need to go second? Just win the game. Any sort of win, we go top. No, we go second. We don't go top. Just Carl, fair enough. What flavour? Maguire absolutely rinsed by Almiron here. Miguel Almiron 2v1 with Lindelof and Fred. Maguire gets back well, and that's why we need Bailly. Man City are 10 points clear. Yeah, they are. This is what I mean. Title race is gone. Liverpool. We are closer to Liverpool than we are to Man City. Fair enough. You can't hate on the normal Lucozade. But yeah, we are. Well, currently we're 2 points off because technically we've got a point right here. But a win will take us back level with Leicester, but we'll go top on goal difference. Bruno Fernandes losing out there, but Shaw, no. Joelinton does well to beat Shaw to the ball. Kraft goes down the line. Finds Almiron. Maguire, touch tight. Referee's giving a foul to Newcastle here for a challenge on Miguel Almiron. He's gone down holding his leg/knee. Oh, he's alright. What a surprise. Not good. We are basically fighting for second. Like, what the fuck? Leicester could go first if Manchester United win or lose their next. No. Leicester are 10 points off Man City right now. If we win the game, we go also 10 points clear. Man City, honestly, guys, I can't say this much more. Stop thinking about anyone else winning this Premier League than Manchester City. They've won it. They've won it easy. Lindelof. Back to David De Gea. Fucking hell, David! Crap ball out. Shelby over the bar. He takes thingy for it. Responsibility. He said that's a crap ball. He apologises. He puts his hand up straight away, David there. I think he has it covered anyway. Wan-Bissaka. But look at that. 0 attempts, 0 on target for us. 3 and 1 for them in 10 minutes of this first half. We have started awfully. Matic. Nice crossfield ball to Shaw. Come on. Look, the amount of times Martial calls for the ball, pointing where he wants it, and it just doesn't go to him. It's infuriating. It's your boy Ricky. I don't know. Can you talk about the fucking game? All right, calm down, mate. Here is Rashford. Calm down, my guy. Bruno, poor ball looking for Martial, but he is fouled. So it's going to be a free kick to United, just edge of the box. It's poor challenge from Lascelles. But, I mean, United quite lucky there. It's not the greatest of passes from Bruno Fernandes looking for Martial. Bruno he's up, he's on his back, which ain't great, but I imagine he'll be the one to take this free kick. So it's Bruno and Shaw standing over the free kicks. Well, free kick. Yeah, it's Bruno putting the ball down. He'll take it. Bruno puts the ball into the box. Look for Matic. Caldara comes out well. I mean, it's not been a great start from United, has it? I mean, looking at the two teams, we've had more possession. We're not creating much. It's the same old for United, really. Shaw wins the header. Hayden wins the second ball. Maguire's running back, gives it to David De Gea. Who just launches it long. Lascelles will easily win it. Martial, no, he falls to James. Foul on Dan James. Good, well played from Dan James. Got in front of his man, was it Lewis there? And let him bring him down. Well played, Dan James. James, Wan-Bissaka, Bruno. That should have went back to James. What the fuck is that from Bruno? Awful cross. Absolutely nobody. To the edge of the box as well, which makes it even more confusing. But Maguire, Lindelof, Fred. Passes back to Carl Darlow. Fair play to Fred. He felt bad for Newcastle, just gave it back to Darlow. Got to respect him. Lascelles. Shaw, well won. Matic. Martial's dropped deep. And Bruno's made the run in front of him. Maguire. Lindelof. We're back an hour and a half. We're back to the goalkeeper. It's so deep. And De Gea goes long again. Kieran Clark wins it. Jamal Lewis turns down James like he's not even there. Oh, look. And it's exactly what we said it would be. It's this. That. That's what it is. It's so deep. We should be playing on the halfway line, but we're not. It's always in there. It's always in our half. Oh, look. Bounce back. Matic and Fred both stood in our own half. Lindelof probably closer to our box than he is the halfway line. Get forward. Lindelof, get back to the line. Free kick to Newcastle, and nothing less than they deserve, really. It's piss poor. It is piss poor. Newcastle are fucking diving cheats. I mean, I'll see it. We'll see it again. Yeah, it's soft. But I mean, we would do the same. If that's Rashford and he does that, we're saying it's a penalty. Not a penalty, a free kick. Man City won versus Arsenal. Lol. Yeah, they did. I mean, it could have been more. But at the same time, Sterling should never be scoring his goal. And look, people will blame Mikel Arteta. I think Arteta, there was a period, especially in the second half, Arsenal could have got something in that game. They had City on the back foot for a little bit, but never really creating much. But at the same time, even the Sterling goal, shouldn't have scored it. A 5'7" Raheem Sterling winning a header, that should never happen. But it's a long ball from the free kick to Alan St. Maximin. 1v1 with Wan-Bissaka. I tell you what, that would be a good contest today. Wan-Bissaka versus St. Maximin. St. Maximin, how you doing? Lovely ball into Almiron. Lindelof lost his man. Ball comes in. David De Gea comes out well and claims. Quickly rolls it into Matic. And we need to go now. Fucking hell, Matic. Plays the long ball to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno looks for a cross into Rashford. Harry Maguire. Back to David De Gea. It's so poor. We have been shocking so far. It's the same shit over and over. Like, why is Fred there having to come so deep to pick the ball up? Just then pass it to the person next to him. Just give it to Matic in the first place. Or Lindelof, you drive out. You don't see Man City playing like this. Why do you like Man U? I like them because of the past football. What about you? Well, I mean, my mum supported them. And when obviously, Wayne Rooney was my favourite ever player. And obviously, he played for Manchester United. Dan James. De Bruyne. Look at White to Wan-Bissaka. See, we're playing the fucking game on the our halfway line. Oh, it's painful watching this Manchester United team at the moment. Dan James is kind of just playing as a centre forward again. Shaw wins the header. Rashford, poor. Matic wins it. Shaw just about keeps it on. He gives it to Maguire. We have no right winger at the moment because Dan James is playing on the left for whatever reason. Fucking hell, James. Dan, get to the other fucking flank. You've got Wan-Bissaka up against Alan St. Maximin. And if Jamal Lewis gets forward, Joe Willock's come out to the left as well. It's fucking all 3v1. Where's Dan? Martial's had to come. Martial's closer to the fucking wing than Dan James. What the fuck is this? I mean, here is Dan James on the right hand side. Martial making his move into the box. Martial should do better there, really, for me. Should make a more darting run in, but like, does Dan James look up here, see if there's a man coming, or does he just whip it in? He can't look. He can't fucking look. He can't. He doesn't look up. Like, that's what we want doing. But You need to fucking look up. Like, I tell you what, Jadon Sancho there, he stands his man up, looks up, sees Martial. Look, he's making his run. He hasn't made it yet, but he's getting there. You don't then fucking just whip it in. He waits there, waits for the moment, beats his man and smashes it in. That's what you should be doing, but no. James is so bad, but Rashford is a right winger. What's it called? Rashford's a left wing. It should be on the left. That's where he's best. It's just we don't have a proper right winger. We don't know what Diallo is yet. Greenwood's he's not a proper right winger. He plays out on the right, but he's a striker playing on the right wing. Bruno strike. See, that's what I mean. Martial's there, got his man pinned. Just roll it into him. Let him turn him. Rashford running with the ball. Rashford cuts in. Poor pass, but he picks it back up. Matic. Who did your dad support? He supports West Ham. Maguire. Fred. Matic. Greenwood. No, Rashford. Rashford to Fred. Martial come out the box, wants it. Fred nearly trips over his own ball. Is the ball. Not his own ball, the ball. Matic. Any of them. Just fucking creativity. Sure. Martial. Got his man pinned, but absolutely no fucking one around him. Does really well there, Martial. Poor on the final pass. But look. So Martial gets the ball, pins his man. He can't turn him because he's got 3 players around him. He has to have someone there for a pass. No one's fucking there. I mean, don't get me wrong. When he creates the space and find. Obviously, eventually he should play the ball and find Rashford. He doesn't. That's poor from Martial. But he pins his man really well, and he has to create an opportunity to pass for himself. And for me, if you have Pogba on this pitch, Pogba will be there for Martial to give the ball to. But no, because we've got Fred and Matic, they've sat deep all game. No, none of them getting forward. It's Bruno trying to create from anywhere. Dan James, it's just Dan James, isn't he? Look at this. Sure, give it to Matic. Matic, you run it out. What? I mean, it's not actually a bad ball. There's a little bit of space to run into. Wan-Bissaka. Right, now give it to... Oh, fucking hell, Dan. Why did he shoot? Marcel made the run in the middle. Wan-Bissaka made the run on the overlap. Dan James decides, let's fucking run and shoot. And get to... how much would they be? I think Dortmund want about 87 million for Sancho. Grealish will be very similar. Almiron has absolutely done Lindelof for pace here. Fucking hell. That's why you need Bailly. Finn, do you know the way you do the Everton games for Nico? Can you do the... I mean, I do the Everton games because Everton are a good team. I don't like watching international football at the best of times. So, unfortunately, no. Lovely ball. Unlucky from Bruno and Rashford there. Because I only do the Everton games because Everton are a fairly good team, and I don't I've done Everton versus Spurs. I'm not going to do Everton West Brom. I might do Everton Chelsea because both of them are good teams. If Ireland are playing England, of course I'll do Ireland versus England like I have done. But I just don't enjoy watching international football really. And no offence, Ireland are rubbish. Like, when your next England stream, I don't even know when the next international break is. Not for a while, I don't imagine. Oh, it's in March. In March, we play San Marino. We could watch that. To be fair, I don't even always do all the England games. I didn't do the is it Iceland game? I have checked. England's next game is versus San Marino and it's World Cup qualifying. I might do that. I don't know. I don't know. To be quite frank, can you do Ireland versus Brazil? I don't even know if it'll be on telly. Because that's the thing with the Ireland games as well. It's like, will that game be? Because that'll be a friendly. If it's Ireland versus Brazil, that'll be a friendly game. Will an Irish versus Brazilian friendly be on Sky? I'm unsure. Well, because obviously all the Premier League games are either on Sky, BT, or Amazon. So I always have access to them because that's all the Premier League games are always live. England, obviously, because it's England and I live in England, that will either always be on ITV, or BBC or Sky again. There's no guarantee Ireland will be, and the Irish game will be on any of them, especially considering it is a friendly. If it was a World Cup game, I imagine it would be, but because it's a friendly, I have no guarantee. There's no guarantee I would be able to. Where can you watch the England games on? Like I said, it'll either be on BBC One, ITV, or Sky. That's where the England games are usually on. But look, we're 25 minutes in. Nothing really much happening. Ahmed, Diallo, Greenwood, and Shola Shortier all warming up. Give out a nice chit chat, which is good to see. I think Mason Greenwood will be massive to develop these players. Poor from Martial there, but he goes for the second challenge, doesn't win it. But yeah, so I think Greenwood would be massive to bringing them in to the first team group. I think it's important that you always have someone that knows him, sort of thing. Like Rashford will know Shola. Greenwood will know Shola. Or Shola knows Ahmed or Diallo. Yeah, Ireland play Brazil in the World Cup. In the World Cup, I mean, maybe then. I mean, I couldn't give you a certainty for now, but I mean, at the time, we'll see what I'm doing. Almiron strikes, David De Gea saves. What's your start 11 for England and subs? We'll do that. We'll do stuff like that at half time. I'm far too busy watching the game than to think of 11 players plus what? Well, it's a 23-man squad, isn't it? Maguire, Lindelof. I'll tell you what, fucking shit so far from United. Absolute awful. It's been a travesty. Again, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Martial, all on the halfway line waiting for the fucking ball. Bruno, lovely ball to Dan James. Fucking hell, Dan. It's that first touch. He's awful. It's like he hesitates. He fucking hesitates. Like, oh, I'm going to run now. I don't know what it is. He just hesitates. If you run with it there, he probably does well. Ball comes in from Matic. It's not the greatest of balls. Martial competed for it, but it's well defended. Wan-Bissaka, Dan James. Wan-Bissaka does well. Go on, Wan-Bissaka. Shoots Wan-Bissaka. Good save by Darlow. What about Bellingham? I don't think Bellingham. No. Do you think Declan Rice was meant to? Yeah. Well, what happened with Declan Rice? Same with did Jack Grealish play for the Irish national team for a bit? What happened there is he came out. He wanted. He didn't think he probably didn't think he was going to make it into the England setup, or wasn't playing for the England under 23s. So for I'll play for Ireland, get some international caps, but when it comes to the big time, I'll leave my options open. When Jack Grealish knew he'd be able to play for England one day, so decided to play for England. Same with Rice. Rice came out so quickly, he knew he was going to be able to play for England at one point, so he said, I'm going to play for England. Realistically, if both Grealish and Rice didn't think they could make it for England, they would be playing for Ireland right now. Rashford! Come on! Get it! Marcus Rashford! Fantastic from Rashford! Come on! You could say poor from Carl Darlow. They probably should do better. But it's a fantastic goal from Marcus Rashford. Let's go! 1-0 Manchester United. Was it Kraft? In and out. Shake it all about. And it's a fantastic strike. Low and hard. Into the corner. Brilliant for Marcus Rashford. Here it is again. Maguire gives it to him. Beats Crawford on the first time. Then second time, he goes, oh, you want to go again? Does. Smashes it hard and low. Boom. Oh my God. He's sent Crawford for a hot dog. Brought him back. And then went, oh, go get the fucking mayo. Bang. Who the fuck has hot mayo and hot dogs? I don't know. But that's what he's done. I meant mustard. What a goal from Rashford. That is quality from Marcus. Like I said, Carl Darlow probably should do better there. He gets a touch onto it. But it's a fantastic strike. Went nice and true. And it's 1-0 Manchester United. Big. I won't celebrate until we get a 2-goal lead. Yeah, I mean, with our centre-back, you do worry, don't you? However, look. What really should have happened? What chances Newcastle really had that they should have scored? I don't think they've got much of a goal threat, apart from in St. Maximin. That game should be done. This game should be done. What's Bruno heading it to? It's clear. What? Dada goes long. Maguire wins the first header. Fred. Rashford. Matic. Oh, Joelinton's done well. Takes down Almiron. Fred just clatters him. Fred needs to be careful. Dada should not start for Newcastle. It's weird because obviously Dubravka was the number one last season and has been for a while. But at the same time, Carl Darlow's played majority of this season because Dubravka was injured, and he's done really well. So it's difficult. It's a difficult one. I saw my mate the other day. He said to me he saw the new Pele, so I asked Marcus Rashford, what a guy. What a guy, Marcus Rashford. Look, obviously, I'll be the first one to say I criticise Marcus Rashford a lot, and I stand by a lot of it. But there's no doubt that at times he can pull something out of his arse. And there's no doubt he can pull stuff out of his arse at times, Marcus Rashford, and he's definitely a match winner. He's done it plenty of times before. It's just that decision making, and you could, like I will argue, I argue a lot. You will eventually score a match winner when you try it so often. But I think it's the same. We're having the same problem. Ball comes into the box there. Martial, what has he had all game? What has he had? Nothing. Same with Cavani. Same with when Greenwood played up top against Sociedad. They get absolutely nothing. It's a thankless task playing as number 9 for Manchester United. It really, really is. And I feel sorry for them. Because I feel like when they get the ball, Martial, Greenwood, Cavani, when they're playing as a number 9, they do quite well. Let's go. Exactly. Newcastle could go down into the relegation zone if Fulham win the next game. Yeah, I don't. I've said it all season long. I do not rate this Newcastle side. I didn't rate him last season either. But here comes Emil Kraft. Kraft puts it in. Fred does well. If Troy Parrott announces for England, I'm done with everyone that's English. Yeah, I mean, Troy Parrott couldn't he? I mean, yeah, that's always the problem, isn't it? With playing that people want to play for England because they have they realistically have more of a chance of making like World Cups. But when Ireland miss out on the World Cup, it's obviously it's disappointing. But I don't think anyone's that shocked. But if England does, massive. Great save by David De Gea. Woohoo! Fantastic hit from Alan St. Maximin. We'll see this again. Cuts in, pushes it over. What a save by David De Gea, pushes it over. Do you think Fulham will stay out? I reckon Fulham will, to be honest. Willock puts the ball into the box. Harry Maguire heads clear. St. Maximin has scored. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. What a strike by Alan St. Maximin. He's dancing on us. What a strike. What a strike by Alan St. Maximin. I'll have to see it again. It looks like an incredible strike. No chance for David De Gea from what I can tell. We'll have another look at it. Camera cuts to Maguire. Tells me something he's probably at fault. It's a fantastic goal. Ball comes in. I don't think you can say much. I think it's just fantastic. You can't. No, it's just an incredible shot. Maguire does well, flicks it away, and Alan St. Maximin, first time, hits it, roof of the net. No chance for David De Gea, really. It's just fantastic from Alan St. Maximin. You can't really put. You can't. You can't. I don't think you can put blame on anyone. The only thing you could say is who's marking St. Maximin. Yeah, that's the only thing you can say is who's marking St. Maximin. Whose man is it? But apart from that, you can't say, oh, Harry Maguire, what are you doing there? You can't say, how has De Gea not saved that? Isaac, Hayden and Bruno having a little kerfuffle here. What's going on? Calm yourselves. Bruno. My prediction might be right. Mine is 3-2 United. I mean, I don't know what to say. Bruno's been booked now. It's such a pointless booking that for Bruno. Really poor. Hayden also goes into the book, which is good. Hayden going to the book, to be fair. Hello, Rahan? 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 Is it Rayhan? Rahan? Hello, how are we today? I said 2-1 United. You did. It isn't fair because the English FA snag up every Irish prospect, so we only have to rely on. Oh yeah, but I mean you also have to play in the players. If Ireland does the very same thing for English players, if they can, it's just people want to play for England because they are the better national team. Unfortunately, here comes Willock, puts the ball into the box. I'll tell you what, we have been dreadful. Rashford does well there, wins a free kick. We have been dreadful though. Absolutely dreadful. It's all Newcastle at the moment. And look at what happened. Against Sociedad. We play on the front foot against a better team than Newcastle. We played a better team than Newcastle, and we made them look average. And the only difference between the two teams? Lindelof. That's the only real difference. And yet we're making a team that are, 18th? 17th? 17th? Look fucking world class. Well, Martial is doing well here. Goes to Fred. Fred, don't shoot, Fred! Martial goes down in the box. But Martial, again, made a good run there. Look at that. Makes a good run. Played the ball to Martial there. No. He goes for goal. It's so wasteful. You're not Bruno Fernandes. Fred, you're not. You can't shoot. And this is what I mean. A good run from Martial doesn't play because our defensive midfielder that isn't very good at shooting decides I'm Zinedine Zidane. Can you read my last comment? Is Jack Grealish? He was born in Birmingham, so yeah, but I think he has Irish parents. And he wanted to play for Ireland when he was younger, for the under 21s. But then when he came to the first team, he wanted to play for England. So he just used Ireland. But yeah, no, I don't know. Nothing is given for when Martial went down in the box. Nothing. Ball comes in. Fred. Or Willett goes. Is that long? Just David De Gea just knocks into Wan-Bissaka. Really poor from Newcastle. But look, we got the goal we needed, and what we done, we've given up. How many minutes were there between both goals? Let's find out. 6 minutes. 6 minutes between the goals. This is what Newcastle came in for a draw. Who have you signed in Football Manager? No one really. I haven't paid it loads recently. Plus, like I said, I'm a League Two team. I don't have the finances to buy anyone. Rashford puts the ball into the box. It's a poor cross in. Lindelof, Harry Maguire. Matic. Go on, Matic. Go on, Demania. Poor. Martial surrounded. So that's when Matic tries to play it for Martial. The amount of times Martial has a man pin. He's screaming for the ball. Doesn't get it. But at one time he has 3 players around him. Oh, let's surround him. Drinkwater and Lingard. Who are you? Surely you haven't signed them for Everton. Matic. Fred. Rashford. Is that not a foul in the first one? No. Fuck. Look at Newcastle know our weakness. They know our weakness. They're playing it through our centre backs. Fucking awful. Crap touch from Fred. So deep. Look at Fred and Matic. Look where they are. It's so deep. Matic. Fred and Matic nowhere near anyone. I don't know if that's a poor partial touch from Martial. But that's better from him. Lingard scored 2 goals in his first match. If Harry Maguire's worth 50, I'm worth 500. Worth 80 million, I'm worth 500. Maguire hasn't had a bad game. I have to say, Maguire hasn't had a bad game. It's just we're not good enough. It's so. If I look, oh, that's the wrong tree. I left it there because it is this. We were just attacking Rashford, Martial. Martial dropped deep. Bruno, look, it was kind of like this. Martial dropped a little bit deep. Dan James was there. He was here. He was here. We're playing on the front foot, mind you. Just like that. It was like that. Why are these two hugging Maguire? Realistically, you want Martial to be here because you want Fred here. You want Fred sort of there. You want Masaka higher up. Get Shaw really high, and you just want Matic there patrolling. You want these split, and you just want Fred and Matic. Matic can kind of sit here, and kind of Bruno Fernandes and Fred are the ones doing it. And Bruno will make the runs into the box, and Fred will just sit edge of the box. And if we break, Matic drops into a free until one of them gets back. Well, once one's back, both of them should be back, and then Matic can push back in midfield, and you go back to a 4. But it's not. It's not that at all. But then look, I'll tell you what. I'll do it at half time. We've got about 2 minutes left. Yeah, so we got about 2 minutes of added time. Ollie's sat there on the bench. I don't know what can he be thinking. He must be thinking, fucking hell, what have I done here? How have I got this job? And look, I agree. I feel what for Ollie a little bit. He's had injuries for sure. Same with Klopp. He's had a lot of defensive injuries. We've got a lot of midfield injuries at the moment. But we should still be playing Newcastle fucking United off the park. Maybe at half time, mate. Nico. Maybe at half time. De Gea rolls it really quickly into Fred. That's better. Now we want to go. Dan James, knock it out your feet and go. Go! Fucking hell, it's so slow. Oh, lovely back heel from Matic. We need to be quicker than this. Don't be... Fucking hell, how is he offside? You're looking across the line, Rashford. Yes, he's going to have to do something at half time, Ollie. This first half has been fucking awful. It's been shambolic. If clubs win Europa League, and they get relegated? Yeah. You can get relegated. I remember Wigan, they won the FA Cup and got relegated in the same year. They were playing Europa League football in the Championship. Dan James needs to come off. It's obvious he only plays well against teams like Leeds. Yeah, it's like we said. Dan James is only good when he's got space to run into. Newcastle are never going to give it Dan James that. Bring Diallo on. Bring Greenwood on. It's shambolic. It's shambolic. Oh. And look. Look, let me look. Let's look at Man United's game. So we've got Sociedad. We then go to Chelsea. If we play it like this, Chelsea will probably beat us. Crystal Palace. We've got history against Palace and embarrassing results. First game of the season. What was it? Second or third game of the season last year. Man City. Absolutely shambolic. Will be shambolic. If Ollie doesn't make immediate changes, I'm dumbfounded. Yeah. Again, if we play Man City like this, we will get fucking torn a new one. You think 6-1 was bad? If we play it anywhere near like that we have today, 8 nines. Awful. And it's this. It's this. Fucking these four here, absolutely fuck all to work with. Absolutely nothing. Think about the goal. Rashford, individual brilliance. What has James Green, Martial, the amount of times I've gone, give it to Martial. Martial's made a good run. Martial's got his man pinned. But he doesn't get the fucking ball. Like I said, with that Fred chant, Martial, great run between the two defenders. What happens? Bloody nothing. Bloody nothing. Fred goes for goal. Straight out Carl Darlow. It's fucking stupid. I tell you what. You change this man here for... I'll put Pogba. Let me just quickly put Pogba in. Obviously, I'll put it back. If that's Pogba in that edge, maybe Pogba still does shoot. But I can see why Pogba would shoot. Because Pogba has history of being able to smash it from the edge of the box into the top corner. Look at West Ham, Fulham, Burnley. Edge of the box, bang, top corner, bang, into the goal. That's fine. Fred, who has told Fred he can shoot from long range? Who has told Fred he can do that? Because whenever I've seen Fred shoot from range, it's been awful. De Gea is not coming off because he didn't deserve to come off. De Gea has been absolutely fine. De Gea's actually done quite well for us. If we're being honest, De Gea's done fine. He's done absolutely nothing wrong. But look, what I was gonna say, if I go back to this screen. So, where's Sheffield? We'll go to the foot. Right. So, the bottom four. Newcastle today, 1-0. We're struggling. We are struggling. Then, 19th, West Brom. We drew. Struggled. Didn't create a thing. Didn't create a thing. Sheffield United. We lost. Embarrassingly so. We lost. Fulham. Just about got it over the line thanks to a screamer for Paul Pogba and a goalkeeping mistake. And that's in January 20th. Let's go back further though. Burnley we struggled against. But I'll let that game off. Where Sheffield United 3-2. Is that convincing? 3-2 against Sheffield United? Rock bottom of the league at that point? I wouldn't say it's convincing. West Brom 1-0 thanks to a penalty, which was a very controversial penalty. And then we've only played Fulham once, didn't we? We played Newcastle. We did play Newcastle, haven't we? Where is Newcastle? It's in the Chelsea game, 4-1. But if we look at that game, and until the 86th minute, we were 1-0. These are the worst teams in the league, and we're struggling. We only beat Newcastle. I mean, we missed a penalty in that game as well. When Donny van der... Look, where's the change? Where's the Donny come on? Donny van der Beek came on. It was the 76th minute for Dan James. Because Dan James was awful that game. But we've played him again today. And he's also been awful. Donny van der Beek comes on. In the 76th minute. Oh, look. 10 minutes later... Bruno Fernandes scores. Oh, look. A third. It's stupid. We are embarrassingly bad against the crap team. Look at the table. If this loads up, it does. Won and lost. By 1 goal margins both times. Won and drew. We've won and we haven't played them again. We've won and now we're drawing. If you want to win the Premier League, you have to be doing the doubles over these. You can't win the league by losing to Sheffield United, drawing to West Brom, losing, well, not convincingly beating Fulham really, drawing to Newcastle. Especially when you got Manchester City playing like the way they are now. And you have to remember, when they were smashing teams... They were without Aguero, Jesus at times, Kevin De Bruyne. They're only going to get better. And it's not like it's not like Man City. If they were drawing this game, they can look to the bench. They can bring on Gabriel Jesus. They can bring on Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Ferran Torres, De Bruyne. Well, if I didn't say De Bruyne at the moment. Mahrez if he's not playing. Aguero, Jesus. There's so many players you can bring off the bench. Which one of these subs do you look at and think, bring him on, change the game? Mata won't. He won't get on the ball. Touches of the ball. Manchester United, Maguire 60, Matic 55, Shaw 45. Passes, Maguire 46, Matic 44, Lindelof 40. What does that say? It's Maguire gives it to Lindelof. Lindelof back into Matic, back to Maguire, so on, so forth. It's fucking diabolical. And we have no one on the bench to change the game, apart from Greenwood maybe. We could say, yeah, Diallo. But what, on his second ever Manchester United game, we're expecting him to come on and completely change it, are we? Do me a favour. Realistically, I said, for the Southampton game, you put Diallo on the bench. And look, and if there's a chance to bring him on, you do. He wasn't on the bench, and that was the perfect game to bring Diallo on. Because you give him a bit of confidence, and again, which we're dominating. We didn't. Against Sociedad, we did bring him on, but for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's not enough time for him to adapt to Manchester United, really. And he had what? He made one pass the whole game. He looked good, but that's not enough time to warrant throwing him in a game where we need to change it. Surely you can't. You definitely can't. Mata, who do you bring him on for, apart from for Bruno? Greenwood, yes, for Dan James. But then, you've just got a fucking back four. Surely, I don't care that these are academy players or whatever. Surely you take someone from the academies again. Maybe what's his name? Hugo. Bring him up. Surely having Hugo from the N21s, regardless of how good you think he is, and if you think he's ready for first team football consistently, surely it's worth having Hugo on the bench. Someone who he's scoring goals in the N21s. Maybe it's not the first team, sure, but at least he's scoring goals in the under 23s, rather than having Brandon Williams on the bench, who we will never bring on Brandon Williams unless Wan-Bissaka is injured, and even then, don't take Twanzebe then. We don't need two centre-backs and two full-backs on the bench alongside a goalkeeper. It's too many defenders. You don't change your whole back four in a 90 minutes, so don't take them. It's a joke. Whoever got in the next game, didn't you say you have Southampton? Everton you play Southampton, yes. And what's worrying is Newcastle have created more than us. And we've had more possession. This says it all, doesn't it? Stats. 73% of the ball. 73. 5 shots compared to 6. 2 compared to 4. And David De Gea. Apparently he's getting the blame for Newcastle's goal. If you're blaming David De Gea, you're a fucking idiot. It's not De Gea's fault at all. But Newcastle dominating the game. And well, can you read my comment? Who else can we see? Yeah, hold on. We're creating nothing, and this is Newcastle. They're awful, Newcastle. It's embarrassing. There you go. But look, it's fucking shit. It is awful, and we need to do better. It needs to be better. If we want to win stuff, and if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to win stuff, we cannot be doing this. Again, I questioned the substitutes for the last game, and I'm doing it again. Who comes on in this game to change it? There's no one there to change the game. Absolutely nobody. I mean, you guys, let me know what you think of this first half. Let me know. I've just put some of this down my cheek. I mean, that sums up this game so far, doesn't it? The fact I've spilled my water down my cheek. Who will win next season in the Premier League and who will get relegated to the Championship? You can't do that already. Most chances are it'll be Man City who will win it. If not, Man City, Liverpool probably. But you can't. It's far too early to be saying who's going to win the league and not. Far too early. Anyway, as long as the first half isn't. Hold on. Right, I'm quickly going to go fill my glass up. BRB. Right, I'm back. Who would you have in your... I don't know. Hold on. Let me tweet out the stream again. My start 11 for England would be Pope in goal. I think at the moment, he's the only goalkeeper that warrants to be starting. Dean Henderson, last season maybe you could argue would have deserved it, but this season he hasn't been playing, so you can't say Dean Henderson. Right back, Trent or Wan-Bissaka, by far the two best right backs in the country. For England. And centre half, is Joe Gomez going to be fit? If Joe Gomez is fit, I would still go with Joe Gomez or Maguire. If not, obviously it will be Maguire and Stones. Left back, Luke Shaw. A midfield three of Henderson, Grealish and Foden. And then on the left, I would play Rashford. On the right, I would play Sterling. Up top, Harry Kane. Anyway, if you are enjoying today's stream, please do make sure you hit the like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. It is greatly appreciated, and I guess we are on the road to 100 subs. So if we can get there, that would be fantastic. So there's too. I'm not. I don't know subs. That's too many. Like for international games, you have a 23-man squad, and they're all on the bench. That's far too many players. Far too many players. I like if you watch the preview shows for United, I don't even give who I want on the sub bench for Man United because there's just so many players. But we need to step it up. We do need to step this game up. If we want to win the game, we need to improve. Mata and Greenwood warming up. I cannot believe we haven't made changes at half time, by the way. Hopefully, tactically, we have. Luke Shaw wins it high. Almiron wins it, though. Wins the ball. Ref says play on. Almiron. Joel Linton. Rolls it into John Joe Shelvey. Shelvey strikes over the bar. Really poor from Shelvey. Do you play football? Yeah, I'd play football. Obviously, right now we can't, but yeah, I play football. I play some soccer. Diallo for James. No, I would go Greenwood for James. Cannot bring Diallo on in this game. Can't. He's too inexperienced. You can't bring on Diallo to try and change the game. It's suicide. And it's so fucking easy. It's so easy for fucking Newcastle. It's embarrassing. No, Man United's goalkeeping issue is that Man United. In fact, our goalkeeping position is the last position we need to upgrade or buy someone new. We got David Day has been fantastic for us this season, and we've got Dean Henson on the bench, who's fantastic. And then we've got Sergio Romero, who's our first choice. We've got arguably one of the best goalkeepers, first choice goalkeepers. Arguably the best backup goalkeeper in the world, and definitely the third best choice goalkeeper in the world. Fucking hell, Dan. Matic completely threw Joe Willock there. We are crap. Which position? I play everywhere, but mainly this season I've been at centre back. I would do better job than Lindelof and Maguire. I'll tell you that for sure. What team do you play for? My university team. No, we don't need a goalkeeper. We need a new centre back. We do need a centre back. We need a defensive midfielder as well. We need a right now we need a new central midfielder as well. Pogba, Van der Beek, and McTominay all out. We're useless, and we need a right winger. But realistically, most of the time, centre mid we should be fine. So Maximin, good save, David De Gea. Edge of the box, well hit by St. Maximin. It was a good save by De Gea, but it's embarrassing again. It's so easy. Dan James bullied. Good hit from St. Maximin. It's like no one really stopping him. It's so easy. And look at that, 5 attempts to Newcastle's at 8. 5 on target for them to our 2. We're at fucking home. This is at Old Trafford. And we're getting dominated by fucking Newcastle. And this is how Ollie said he expected them to come out and play us. Why are we not showing it then? What the fuck was that by Lindelof? Get him off. Get him off. Get Dan James off. Get the lot of them off. I mean, useless. Martial's been absolutely isolated. He got a fuck all, and that's what he gets. It's a fucking shit show. Matic, fucking. My granddad's got a dodgy hip, and he can fucking do better than Matic. Who have you got in your FIFA 21 team? What, my Ultimate team or Karimo? I mean, I haven't got United Karimo at the moment. In my ultimate team, I've got Rashford, I've got Martial. Fucking hell, what's going on here? St. Maximin. St. Maximin. Matic, good interception. Plays it out to Dan James. Goes to Bruno Fernandes, but it's a fucking shit ball. Get him off! If we can't beat Newcastle, it is fucking worrying. I'm raging, just broke my controller. It is worrying. And like I said at half time, Sheffield United, we struggled to beat them and we lost to them. Fulham, we struggled to break them down and beat them. But we eventually did. West Brom, we won because of a penalty, which is controversial. One, because they should have had a penalty just before. Arguably, Fred, who won the penalty, fouled someone before we got the penalty, just outside their box. And even then, we just about got it. Villa, if it weren't for Bailly, we would have dropped points. But we're fantastic. We deserve. It's fucking stupid. Go on, Martial. That's Martial. That's so poor. Poor touch, and then just left Rashford to go get it. I don't know if Rashford obviously called for it or whatever. Martial's moved out to the left wing. Rashford's come more central. Dan James. Fucking get him on! He's so bad. Here is Martial. He is so bad, Dan James. Martial. Fred. He's in so much space. Dribbles back into loads of space. Martial plays it out of the crowded area. And what does Fred do? Let's go give it back to... Let's go put it back in it. What is this? There's no football intelligence there, surely. Look, Fred's been fantastic for us at winning the ball. But creatively, he's so bad. Where is the intelligence in that? Martial gets the ball. There's so many bodies there. We've just attacked down the left-hand side. We couldn't find anywhere. So Martial picks the ball up, plays it out. Plays it to Fred, who is in so much space. Play it to Wan-Bissaka. Play it to Dan James. Down the right-hand side when we can maybe do something. No, let's go give it to Marcus Rashford, who is in the same position he just was, where there was too many people. Marcus Rashford, again, overdoing it. Sort yourselves out. Do the simple stuff. Do you see Raheem Sterling doing this all the time? Put the cross in there. No, he cuts back in. You've done Kraft twice. You've done Kraft twice for your goal. Stop trying to recreate it. Just put the ball in the box, Marcus. Are you going home to your parents this summer? Yes, I will be. PSG vs Monaco is on if anyone wants to watch. If you want to go watch that game. It's the French league, isn't it? And look, watching PSG against Barcelona. Barcelona, a top team, really. Dominates it. They break them down time and time again. We're playing fucking Newcastle and we can't. And we're fucked. Joel Linton's now coming off for Fraser. You want sure what that means? Pace, pace, pace. All it means, we'll say Bruno Fernandes is their attacker. All it is going to be bang, 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 constantly through our defence. Pure pace. That front line is now pure pace. It's diabolical. Maguire just launches it long. Dan James loses their header. Why is Dan James competing for that? Leave that for Martial. That's what Martial is good at. It's a joke. And like I said, I appreciate Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has it hard with his creative midfielders all being out. But come on, this is embarrassing. This is fucking Newcastle. But, I mean, saying that, it's nothing new, is it? What, Martial, whoever's our number 9, not getting anything. Come on, Dan! Dan James! Come on! Dan James! Fucking hell! Daniel James has scored! But look, I tell you what. People will say, that's fantastic management from Ollie. Played James. He knew he was going to pop up. Same with Matic. Matic with the assist. Oh, fantastic from Ollie. Keep him faith with Matic. But it's not. But it's not brilliant. It's luck. It's the same with against Wolves. Did Bruno get a touch into that? I don't know. Does Bruno get a touch? I don't know if Bruno gets a touch. It's not full time yet, guys. Calm down. Calm down. It's not full time yet, but Dan James gets his goal. But look, it's the points I said about still apply. They still apply. We've played shit. We've created absolutely nothing, and we've got a goal due to what? Newcastle just being a bad football team. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's not that we've created chance after chance like Man City do. We've created nothing, but when we did get the chance, we took it. Luckily, Bruno Fernandes did get a touch onto it, so here's a Bruno assist. Pin my comment, mate. Comments get pinned at the end of the game. At the final whistle, your comment will be pinned if you're right. Right now, it's the current pin comment stays. Big. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. I'll tell you what. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Fucking hell, Fred. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been tactically outclassed by Steve Bloody Bruce. Steve Bloody Bruce has tactically outclassed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer again. Honestly, what changes would you guys make? For me, take Fred off. Get Fred off. I would actually play Bruno deeper and bring on. I would do this. Boom. Bang. Bang. Bit of 4-4-2. Play Martial a bit deeper. Sort of like that. Fucking do that for me. Unlucky from Martial there. Did really well up against two defenders. Good shot. It's a really good save by Carl Darlow. That's better. And look, confident Martial there. Go on, Dan. Go on, Dan. Fucking volley that, Dan. That's what I wanted to see. Matic. Matic puts a crap ball in. As the Reds go marching. On. There you go. 2. I said, what do you mean 2? What do you mean 2? Oh, that's not what I want. I always get my screen to... no, that's alright. I'm awful at pressing the right... what's it called? Twanzebe for Lindelof. No, I don't want to see Twanzebe come on for Lindelof. I want to see Bailly come on for Lindelof. I mean, I'll take Twanzebe, sure. But for me, our 2 centre-back partnership should be Bailly and Lindelof. No, Bailly and Maguire and Lindelof and Twanzebe. But no. We just don't play Twanzebe, and we obsess over Lindelof and Maguire. And Bailly is just kind of gets the occasional game time. But Fred passing is fucking outrageously shit, in it. Look, I don't completely blame Fred. I will say that. I don't completely blame Fred. Realistically, Fred is not a creative midfielder. He's a ball winner. He's a box-to-box player. His role is to play that sort of pass there which he just did to Wan-Bissaka. Nothing difficult. Something that me or you could do. But with Matic, he's forced to do the Pogba role. Do the extravagant passes. Martial does well there and wins a free kick. Get Diallo on for Greenwood. Or Greenwood. Like I said, I would bring on Greenwood. I would bring on Greenwood for Fred. I would actually bring Fred off and drop Bruno a bit deeper. I'd even bring Martial a bit deeper. I think Martial can play 10. I think Martial is very good on the ball. I think he could play 10. But drop Bruno a little bit deeper and put Greenwood up top. Let Martial get onto the ball. Be a bit smarter. Where's my pinned comment? At the end of the game, obviously a few of you did say 2-1. So you might not, your account might not get a pinned comment, but I might just like copy and paste, like write your name and whatever. If obviously the score's not equal, you'll see at the end of the game how I'll sort it if we do it. Your videos keep getting removed for me, so I have to refresh it occasionally. I shouldn't. Well, if it does, I don't know why. I'm not doing anything. You said Dan James will score. I think you did, to be fair. Can 4-1-4-1 work? That's somewhat what we do anyway. I mean, it could work. Go on, Rashford goes for goal from range. It's stuff like that must infuriate like Martial, Cavani. Like they've had fucking nothing, and Rashford just does that. Lindelof, Matic, Fred, Lindelof, back to Matic. Oh, nice ball to Martial! Martial should do better there. No, he's offside. Offside. I mean, would 902 work? Better than this. Ooh. I don't know if that was. It's not a great first touch. I think the defender is holding him back as well. Manchester need to make a change. We do. And look, Dan James hasn't played well, but he scored a goal. And for some people, that would be more that might be enough. And for people to say he's had a good game. I mean, if it was Rashford, that's what people would be saying. It's people like Rashford, so if he scores, look, I don't think Rashford has had a bad game. To be honest, I think he's been a lot better than he has been. He's not as good as he's been at Sociedad, but he's had a good game, Rashford. Right, pass the ball, Dan James. Put this ball into the box. Oh, you don't take a touch there. Nico, do a face reveal. But yeah, it's like, yeah, Rashford's not a bad game. But if Rashford had the exact same game as Dan James, people would be saying he's had a worldie because he scored, and that for some people that's more than enough for people. For some players, all they have to do is score and they have a good game. Like Rashford. Against Wolves, he was awful. People said he was fantastic because he scored the winner. But it won't be the same for Dan James because Dan James isn't liked. But and that's just the way it is. Dan James hasn't had a good game. Fucking hell, Maguire! It's a simple pass out from the back. And to be honest, obviously sometimes you misplace the pass. But if you're going to misplace a pass, you do not give it to their best player and the only player that can actually do something against you. Nico must be a fucking kid or an only guy. Is option 2. Oh, good chasing down there from Martial. Darla goes long. Here is St. Maximin. It's just St. Maximin every time, isn't it, really? John Joe Shelby finds Joe Willock. Willock into Kraft. Emil Kraft goes to Fraser. Fraser looks to put the ball in. Matic easily deals with it. It's a crap clearance, though, isn't it? Fraser. Kraft. Fraser. Fraser strikes. David De Gea holds well. Whoa, what? Everyone stop being horrible. Nico, you don't have to leave. Maguire. Fred. Draw. Back to De Gea. De Gea goes long. Nice header by Lascelles. Matic loses it. Lindelof to Maguire. Just flicks the ball into midfield. Nice one, Harold. Nice one, mate. I'll tell you what. Look, these centre backs again have been bad. They've been bad. But I'm sure if you go on Sofa Football or Sofa Score, whatever it is, you look at his stats for today. He won 99% of his aerial duels. He had a fantastic game. No, he hasn't. He's been awful. Weird from Fred there. But why are we going back to the left? Why is it always to the fucking left wing? Go on, Martial. Cuts inside. Go on, Martial. Oh, I don't know who he's going for there. That's not a foul, is it? Greenwood is coming on. Who's it going to be on for? If this bet, it has to be for James. I don't care that James scored. It has to be for Dan James. But it's going to be for Martial, isn't it? It's fucking Martial. It's fucking Martial. I cannot be arsed. Oh, it's fucking sack him. Sack him. Honestly, I can't be arsed with him. Sack him. He's fucking awful. Fucking sack him. I don't care. It's fucking awful. Greenwood comes on for Martial when Dan James has been fucking awful. Fred. Nice ball out to Wan-Bissaka. James. What's he going to do? Oh, look at... Fucking well done, Dan James. Fucking useless. He is so bad. But he scored, so he must have had a good game. What is he doing? Look, there. Put the cross in now. No, he takes an extra touch and goes to fucking nowhere. He is so bad. Your fucking fullback has slipped over. That is the prime chance to whip the ball in. But no, he doesn't. Fucking hell, he's shit. Oh. Bruno with a flick. Maguire can get to it. Oi! Everybody, stop. Calm yourselves. Calm yourselves. Stop being dicks. Stop being bullies. Whatever. Just calm it down. Calm it down. And get along with each other. We're here to watch Man United stink up Old Trafford against Newcastle. Greenwood. Sackable John Joe Shelby. Well, whoever it is, stop. Go on, Greenwood. Ball from Greenwood. Bruno. Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Good tackle, but Willock. Nico, how fucking... NG, stop that. Don't worry. NG, stop it. Don't be horrible. Bruno Fernandes and Luke Shaw over this free kick. Ball comes in. Oh, penalty! Penalty to United. I don't know who won it. Right. Guys. All of you in chat, stop it. Stop. Just leave it. I'll have to start timing you all out. It's Rashford who wins the penalty. Really good play from Rashford. It's not a penalty. He's fucking dived. He's not dived. Oh, it might be. It just about catches it. Bruno Fernandes will take the penalty. But look. I'll stay out. We are. Have we been the better team? No. Come on, Bruno. Good goal. What the fuck was that by Darlow? Darlow kind of just like dived forwards. Good penalty by Bruno Fernandes, as we come to expect from him. They're having a word with him. They're having a word with the referee. Good penalty from Bruno Fernandes. Sent in the wrong way. We won't see Diallo. We won't. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer somehow thinks that Dan James is playing well. St. Maximin. St. Maximin it's still got the ball. Lewis, Shelby. Bruno wins it. Greenwood goes for goal. Really poor strike from Greenwood, sorry. Really poor from Greenwood, sorry. Murphy's coming on for Newcastle. All of you, Just stop. Just stop. Just be nice. Just be nice. We're watching Man United. No need to beef. Fred. Fred does well. Fred! What a surprise. He cannot shoot. Stop shooting Fred. I think it's Dan James. Knock it to Dan James there. Alan St. Maximin, look, is coming off for Murphy. That should be the game done then. Should be the game done. Murphy. Not Murphy. Lewis. Goes long. Willendorf wins it. Lindelof also then goes down, hole in his face. But Fred wins that. Just gives it back to Wan-Bissaka. Maguire. Back to Shaw. Then at the start of the game I said 5-2 or 3-1. So if it ends, I'll have to look. I'll have to look. I'll have to see when you put 3-1. That's of course if it ends 3-1. If you put 3-1 when the game started, then I can only count your 5-2. But if you put 3-1 just before the kickoff, then I'll give you 3-1. Newcastle to get relegated. They could be, but I mean they've been the better team today. No doubt in my mind, they've been the better team. Bruce will be going back to Newcastle thinking, if I had better players today, we would have won that game. They've completely outplayed us. Better chances, better players, they would have won the game. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. And that's the worrying thing. That is worrying. Dwight Gale coming on from Miguel Almiron. I said both of them when before the game, so I just kept spamming 3-1. But again, I'll take your word for it, but I'll have a look. I will check because I like to actually pin the actual comment, so I'll have to go find it anyway. So I'll have a look. But like I say, Newcastle quite easy could get another goal, or no, neither could us. If you could sign any player for United, who would it be for Messi? Well, obviously, I'd love to have Messi, but I would take Ndidi. Because really we have right wingers. Look, I'm going to keep it realistic. We'll never sign Messi. Stop arguing, you two. Realistically, both Ndidi, United have a right wingers. We have James, which seemingly Ollie likes now. Again, Massa can play out on the right. I think Donny can play out on the right. Rashford plays out there a lot. Greenwood, Diallo. We have a lot of right wingers. Obviously, none of them are as good as Messi, but we have absolutely fucking no one at right winger. At DM. And Messi would never come to United, and Didi, I think, would happily come to United. I mean that, yeah. If United said, who is everybody's favourite player? Could be your team. So obviously, the majority of us could be for United, or it could just be ever or in the world. Let us know in the comments. Got about 10 minutes left in this game, plus whatever added time we get. And I don't understand why Dan James. Oh, Matty just drilled past somebody. Here is Greenwood. A nice block to Dan James. James' cross deflected over. Not too bad from James. Fellaini. Were you sad when we sold Fellaini then? Van Dijk. Lev Yashin. Lev Yashin's a strange one. I would have thought it would be Roy Keane. Nico, you don't have to leave, mate. You don't want. Shaw puts the ball into the box. Matic can't win it. Why don't you usually just stop? Just leave each other alone. Fellaini was sold on. No, he was sold by Ollie. Nice bully on the pitch. Mine is Ronaldinho, to be honest. He was a class player, wasn't he, to be fair, Ronaldinho. Classy player. Nice ball in by Shaw. Maguire at the back stick. Good save by Darlow. Pushes it over. Unlucky Harry Maguire. It's a nice header from Maguire. Kyle Darlow does really well to save it. Right, another corner here. Luke Shaw will take. Nice ball into the box. Maguire wins the header wide. That time wasn't so good by Maguire. Maguire wins the header. The shell's just flicked it back to the goalkeeper though. I'm failing to see why Greenwood's brought on. He's. Can you read my last comment? I did read it. Lewis. Pele was class though. Obviously, Pele was class. I think he was overrated though, Pele. I don't think he's as good as Messi, Ronaldo, even Maradona. Greenwood, poor from really poor from Greenwood. What? It's really poor from Greenwood. I don't understand. I stand by Marcel didn't have a bad game really. Stop naming players that you didn't watch them play, lol. Sure. Matic. Wan-Bissaka. James. Dan James running. I gives it into Bruno. That was pretty good from Dan James. Rashford. Shaw. Shaw puts a lovely ball in. Where's. See, that's someone has to be at the back post there for me. If that's Martial playing striker and he's not there, he gets fucking hated. But whatever. Ruud Gullit is better than Pele, so is Maradona. No, Ruud Gullit wasn't as good as Pele. Ruud Gullit was very, very good, but Pele and Maradona, another level. Matic, Maguire. Diallo will not come on. It's not the game. Not the game for Diallo. And plus, I think Ollie thinks Dan James is playing really well. Match is coming on. Yeah, Cruyff was class. Matic. I mean, look, we're growing into the game, but Newcastle's confidence has gone. At 1-1, they were the better team. We scored and we completely killed their confidence. And it was an undeserved goal from a player who's got the ball now, who's played really bad. Bruno, Greenwood. Bruno. Dan James, put the cross in. Put the cross in. Good cross. Not a good cross. Who is the best legend in your opinion, everyone? Well, I mean, like I said, I think Messi's the best player ever. So, but if you're going for someone who's retired, I would say you'd have to go for Maradona or Pele. Fucking hell, ref! What? Shoulders coming on! Shoulders coming on! Shoulder Shutai is coming on. But Dan James and Bruno and Rashford. Bruno stays on. And Shola is coming on. Round of applause for Shola. Now again, like I said about Diallo, if he makes a bad pass, whatever, I don't want people slating him or whatever. I don't want to see anyone slating him. He's what, 16, 17? He's a young lad. He will make mistakes. Chances are he's not actually at the level to be playing first team football yet. So leave it. If he doesn't do something right, if he makes a mistake, leave him. If he does something well, give him praise. It's going to be hard for Shola. It's his first ever first team game. Nice turn by Willock. Finds Fraser, puts it into the back post. Craft. Good closing down by Shola. Shot goes away over the bar. Rooney is the best underrated end of debate. Rooney is very underrated. Very, very underrated. But I don't think he hit the heights of, like, Ruud Gullit. No. I don't know. You could argue Ruud Gullit. Like Pele. He's never hit them type of levels. But I think he's very, very underrated. Three minutes of added time. Here he is on the ball. He loses out. Unlucky. 3 minutes of added time. Top scorer for United and English equals not good enough. Lol. What, Rashford? Oh. Oh, you mean Rooney still? Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a class. He's fucking fantastic, isn't he, Rooney? Have you seen that on the kickoff? Like, I'm a big fan of the kickoff, but Lawrence McKenna, he's a bit mental, isn't he? Saying Rooney didn't achieve enough in football. Whatever. Top, both England and Manchester United top ever goal scorer. How can you say he's not achieved enough in football? But look, thank you all for tuning in today. Luke Shaw's been given man of the match. But like, so yeah, thank you all for tuning in today. It's been greatly appreciated. We've got about 2 minutes left of this game, and then we'll go to play ratings and just I'll have a little chat about what we've made of this game. Here is Greenwood running down the right hand side. Gives it into Mata. Finds Shola. Go on, Shola. He just gives it back to Maguire. Gives it back to Shola. Mata. Nice run from Shola. Mata decides to go back to Bruno. He goes back to Mata. Goes to Shaw. Fred. Lovely. Unlucky from Mata. Went for the nice flick to Bruno, but didn't come off. Willock, lovely ball through. Murphy, fucking crap ball in. Shelby puts the ball into the box. Shaw just heads clear. And here is Shaw Tyre. Matic gets the ball. It's fine. It's fine. I will say, I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's ready yet. Jack Charlton, he led Ireland to numerous World Cups and a win over the Netherlands and a little time boy. Yeah. Won the World Cup with England, I believe. I'm pretty sure he was, didn't he? Pretty sure. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Jack, I'm almost certain he was part of the 1966 squad. Obviously, Irish manager for a period of time. Massive legend, Jack Charlton. And there goes full-time whistle. Manchester United 3, Newcastle 1. And look, we won the game. That's all that matters, really. But it wasn't vintage Manchester United. It wasn't a good performance. It was we grinded it out. We eventually got the 3 points. And it's again, we needed to win, and we have, and that's really the main thing in it. If we go to, so obviously this is now the league table. Manchester United reclaim second spot over Leicester City. Obviously joint on points, ahead on goal difference. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Steve Bruce having a little word there, having a little laugh with each other, which is okay to see, I guess. But it's a big 3 points. Big 3 points for Manchester United. And we needed it. And we did. But look, we didn't play well. For me, Newcastle were the better team. You could definitely argue it. You could definitely argue Newcastle were the better team. Yeah, move that out of the way. You could definitely argue Newcastle were the better team today, and that's concerning. It's not the first time we can say it. Sheffield United, we didn't deserve to win that game. Really, we did, which was good, which is the most important thing. But we didn't really deserve to win it, did we? Obviously, we lost to Sheffield United. We were lucky to beat Fulham. Lucky to beat West Brom. Lucky to really draw against West Brom. It's horrific. How we play against these smaller sides is horrific, and we need to sort it out. We really, really do. If we want to be doing, like, getting fucking Premier League titles. RIP the greatest under pressure manager, Mr. Jack Charlton. Yeah, obviously, RIP to Jack Charlton. Obviously, he died a while ago, didn't he? Really. Which is obviously a shame. But, let's talk about United. Let's talk about United. And we need to improve. We need to improve. If I go to this screen, it was this again. And I said it in the Sociedad stream. If Lindelof and Maguire play, it will be this. And it was exactly that. and it's not good enough. You can see some laundry there. Nice. It's shambolic. It really is shambolic. I said 3-1. Where's my pinned comment thing? Let me scroll right to the top. I don't know if I can actually get it straight away. What do I want? Let me find it. Let me find the comment. I don't know if I can actually find it. What someone said, Jack and died last year. Oh yeah, that's what I mean. I know it's not like ages ago, but it's not. I won't say that's fairly close. Right at the end of the stream, I'll pin it, mate. If I find it, I'll pin it at the end of the stream. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll have a look after the stream and I'll pin it because I can't scroll all the way up right now, unfortunately. But if you did say it before kickoff, I'll definitely give you a pin. I'll definitely pin it for you. But I'll have to do it at the end of the game. Well, at the end of the stream, okay? So whether you're okay or not with it, that's the case. All right, they're interviewing Dan James. What are they saying with Dan? He had a shit game. No worries, mate. Thank you for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. In the 10th minute thing, I'll probably give I'll probably give you it if it's 10 minutes in. I'll probably give you it. You two stop bickering. I will check if he said it. If I'll check and when he said it, and if it's okay, if I deem it okay, if I deem it okay, then I'll allow it. If not, then I won't. That's the way it is. You should stop arguing about it. If I think it's alright, I'll pin it at the end of the stream once the stream's over. So basically, Dan James just said he had a bad spell, but he's doing quite well right now, scoring a few goals against Sociedad with some game time. I mean, obviously, I said it before Rashford's goal, though. Right, don't stop talking about it. If you keep if you guys keep talking about it, I will not pin it, and I'll just stop doing the pin comments. The point of the pin comments is just a bit of fun and rewards you for getting a prediction right. If you're just going to bicker about it, you're going to argue about it, I'll stop doing it. So stop. But that's the final thing I'll say. If you keep saying about it again, I'll stop pinning them. Right. So, player ratings. Well, let's just talk about the game so far. I think there's a big problem here at Manchester United. And it's not, obviously, I'm not going to be the first one to say it, and I won't be the last person to say it. And it's not the first time I've said it either. But we're so inconsistent. How we can go from that Real Sociedad game where we were fantastic and we made a very, very good team look average to this today, it's shocking. We're playing one of the worst teams in the Premier League and we were shocking. We were shocking. I don't know how we won it. And I think it's down to this man here. Victor Lindelof and these two players here. These two here, stop playing them together. They caused this. Obviously, it doesn't help it's Matic and Fred. I get that. But that is not good. This space between Fred, Matic and Bruno, this space here, it's far too much. Far too much. Which means Bruno will drop deep, Martial will drop deep, and we don't have someone in the box. You've got to have someone, it's got to look more like this. Or realistically, you want it like this. You want these on the halfway line. You want Matic just in front of them. You want these two getting forward. You want Dan James. And you do sort of want a diagonal. Because James will stick to the left. If it was Greenwood there, you want him kind of somewhat cut inside as well. And Wan-Bissaka to be on the overlap. But then you want, look, Fred here. He can deal with it. And like I said in the game, that becomes a free. But it's so deep. It's because it's actually like this. Like I say, it's far too defensive. And like I say, we got outplayed by Newcastle. That's how it is. We got outclassed and out-tacticked by Steve bloody Bruce. It's only because of the quality of player we've won today. Only because of the quality of player. They have Joel Linton. We have Martial. We have Marcus Rashford. They have fucking Jacob Murphy. We should be winning these type of games, and it shouldn't be such a struggle. Stream some Champions League and Europa League football matches. No, I probably won't do Europa League games. Europa League is boring. I don't want to be watching Europa League, even when Man United play, let alone watch like Leicester play in the Europa League. Champions League, maybe. Like I said, I was going to do the PSG Liverpool game. PSG Barcelona game, sorry. But I was busy, so I couldn't. But I'll have a look at what Champions League games there are this week and see if I want to do one. But, so, like I said, first thing, should have lost that game. Better manage against a better team, we lose. Second of all, Ollie is lucky. He is so lucky, Ollie. He doesn't make changes. He hopes for the best. There's no reason whatsoever why Dan James should have stayed on that pitch for so long. Did he even come off in the end? He was awful, Dan James, all day. Worst player on the pitch for me. Maybe up there with maybe Fred. Matic weren't great. But he stays on the whole 90. It's so shocking. Rashford against Wolves was the same. And look, in the end it worked. But that's not because Dan James was playing really well and was getting unlucky. He was just awful. United Live, your play prediction 6.5, Lindelof 4, Maguire 5, Wan-Bissaka 6, didn't see much of him. Shaw 6 for the same reason. Fred 4.5, Matic 5.5, Bruno 7.5, Dan James 5, Rashford 6, Martial 6. Stream Brighton vs Crystal Palace. Absolutely not. I'm not doing Brighton vs Crystal Palace. I like to do big game, like fairly big games. Brighton versus Crystal Palace. I probably won't watch myself, regardless of spending my time watching that specifically. I think. Oh, here's Ollie. Uh, Man City aren't crumbling. Man City aren't crumbling. They've won again. They've won like the last 15 games or something like that. How much was Rashford and Mario? Do you mean Martial? Rashford was free. Martial was like 50 million. Ollie's chatting shit. So Ollie basically saying he's happy Dan James is getting back. He's been working hard and he deserves to be back in the starting lineup. I disagree. I thought he was really bad today. Again, Dan James. He scored, so he'll get credit, but he didn't play well. Did not play well. Look, we got Sociedad midweek. Played Dan James in that game. Um, it's a weird one. I don't. I feel so bad for Anthony Martial. I say it all the time. Greenwood when he came on, that's number 9. Cavani as well. They get nothing. They get nothing, and this is what will stop us from getting to the very, very top level. It will. Look, we're second, and it's a year where we're playing where the league has been horrifically inconsistent. Next season, Liverpool will be back. Man City will be the same. Leicester will probably get stronger because they'll sign well. Everton will get better. I imagine Tottenham will be better. Arsenal will probably be better. Did I say Everton? Yeah. Wolves will be better. Will Manchester United get better? We could buy better players. But if we've still got our striker getting absolutely nothing, none of the ball, we won't get anything. They said Manchester United are in the title race, and they're wrong. Um, so we'll do player ratings. David De Gea for me. I'm giving him an 8. I thought David De Gea, he makes a lot of really good saves. I thought he was constantly peppered, especially early on. And for me, without him, we probably don't win the game. He made a lot of very good saves. I think an 8's fairly fair. Wan-Bissaka, I'm going to give him a 7. Better than average. I'll tell you why. How often will we really say him? Alan St. Maximin, he's creating a chance. He's doing something. Not often. We didn't. St. Maximin, yes, he got his goal, but that wasn't Wan-Bissaka's fault. He didn't offer much, St. Maximin, and that's because of Wan-Bissaka. He kept him quiet, which is really good. And I'm going to give Wan-Bissaka a 7 for that. Lindelof, 4. I thought his passing was poor. It's just awful. And Maguire, the same. Together, woeful. Again, how many times do we need to say this? They can't play together. Stop playing it. Stop playing it. Stop playing them. Sure. 7. You look at BBC Football. I probably won't. I've got stuff. I've got stuff to do after this, unfortunately. In our next, for my next watch long, I'll probably do it. I'll probably look at it, but I probably won't today, unfortunately. Right, Fred. 5. Same with Matic. I don't think either of them had particularly good games. So deep, far too deep for my liking. Offered like nothing. Offered really very, very little. Matic got the goal. Pretty much got the assist for James, yes. But I thought midfield, Newcastle continuously ran through us. Offered nothing going forward. What can you do? Look, both of these players are very similar. They are the defensive midfielder. They want to be the player who sit deep and play the simple ball. Today they had to try and do more, and they can't do that. But because of that, they didn't play well. Dan James, I'm going to give him a 4. If it weren't for the goal, he'd probably get a 3. He was awful, Dan James. When he's running, he hesitates. I can't remember which goal it is. He had the ball, ran, then kind of stopped, and then ran again. Just put the ball in, and it's like he got his goal, which puts him up. But I thought he was really bad today, really, really bad. Bruno, 8. Bruno Fernandes, I thought he was good today. I don't think he was at his very, very best, but I thought he was really good today. Got a goal, got an assist. 8, fair enough. And I'm going to go for the same for Rashford. Well, Rashford had a really good game. He got his goal. I thought he was a threat on the counter attack. A few of the same things we see a lot, where Rashford will try and beat his man, beat him again, and then we'll lose the ball. But less so than we often see. This is better from Marcus Rashford. 2 games in a row he's done this, which is really, really good. And Martial, here's the contentious one. I don't think Martial had a bad game. I really don't think Martial had a bad game. I think this problem remains with Manchester United and their strikers, that they don't get the ball. I don't think they get the ball enough. I think when Martial gets the ball, he does well with it, but he doesn't get it enough. Like I said in the first half, how many times did I say Martial's made a good run? Martial's got his man pinned. He does all this, but then doesn't get the ball. Like when Fred had that shot from the edge of the box, Martial, good run, but Fred doesn't find him. Stream Chelsea vs Atletico Madrid, maybe, mate, maybe. But I think if Marcel got the ball in some of them positions, he could have scored. He had a good chance where he did get the ball. He had his man ping, got the ball, turned his man, shot. Good save by Darlow. Doesn't get it enough. I'm going to give Martial, I'm going to give him a 6. 6. What he did on the ball was good. What some of his runs was good, but he just doesn't get the ball. And same with, I've said it so often, with Cavani, with Greenwood, they don't get the ball, and that is a huge issue. Partly because of these two today. Partly because of I think Rashford, sometimes he's not very creative. Bruno somewhat, but I think maybe not. Dan James, I don't know. Then on the bench, who came on? Greenwood came on. He was just as bad as Martial, or just as good as Martial. 6. Didn't offer anything else to Martial. I thought he made some good runs. Greenwood. I would say Martial played better than Greenwood, but Greenwood didn't play long. Shola, I'm going to give him a 10. I'll give Shola a 10. And Mata, I can't even remember Mata do anything. But he went on for long. And my man of the match today is actually going to be David De Gea. David De Gea's man of the match for me. I thought earlier on in the game he was crucial. I thought he was commanding today. Nothing you can do about the goal. And another day we probably don't lose that game if we want for David. If we lose that game if we want for David De Gea, for me, we were peppered, especially in that first half. David De Gea played well. I'm giving him man of the match. Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford honourable mentions. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for me, 4. We won the game, and that's about all I can give Ollie really praise for. I thought James staying on was a disgrace. I thought he was awful. I thought Martial again. Well, all our strikers still don't get service. This is a problem we've had all season. I don't know why Martial come off. Lindelof, Maguire started again. Awful again. Same old with them two. The bench, I think, is a disgrace. Why we got 4 defenders and a goalkeeper? Just too many. In a bit, Nico. Thank you for tuning in. I think it's too many defenders on the bench. And it's not acceptable. And look, Ollie will joke about stuff, but look, Dan James. What has Dan James done to deserve to come back into the squad after how he's been, not just this season, but at the end of last season? He's not good enough. Stop playing him. When was the last? I want to see Martial up top, Rashford left, Greenwood right. When was the last time we even saw that, really? Was it Sheffield United? Did we play against Sheffield United when we lost 2-1? I think we might have, to be honest. We did. And it weren't very good. It was not very good. So I take that back. But what I will briefly comment on before we finish. But thank you all for tuning in anyway. David De Gea. I think he's played really well today. But he won't get praise for it from the media. He'll get criticised. Say, he should do better. If Dean Henderson does what David De Gea did today, he'd be getting fucking loads of credit. Against Real Sociedad, he had very little to do. Everyone all on Dean Henderson's ass or dick going, he's fucking incredible. How is Dean Henderson not starting games for Manchester United? Look how good he is. Do I get my pinned comment, Finn? I will look after the stream because I can't go up and find it yet. After the stream, I'll be able to go look and find it. My next stream will most likely be Sociedad, but I'll have a look. I'll have to look at other games, but I'll definitely be doing Sociedad in the Europa League. But yeah, if Dean Henderson does what David De Gea today, the media, everyone will be on his ass, will be on his dick. It's just this media agenda. Against Sociedad, he had very little to nothing to do. He had our 2 best centre-backs in front of him. Well, best centre-back partnership. He had nothing to do. And yet he gets so many plaudits. What, for shouting? De Gea does it. Oh, David De Gea is shit. Why is he playing over Dean Henderson? Oh, Dean. I've seen people saying David De Gea should save St. Maximin's goal. It's so clear. It's not. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. It's a disgrace. David De Gea for me, man of the match today, and that's how I see it. Anyway, that's going to be it from me today. If you have enjoyed, please do hit the like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Thank you all for tuning in like always. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope you all have a good day. And I will see you all next time. Peace. Oh.